Everybody come on in. Don't stump your toe. Don't slam my door. Come on in, find you somewhere to sit. Hey, you guys, and welcome to Haunted But True Story Time with the GOAT, Yo Auntie. Thank you guys so much for joining me for Story Time. If you're new to my page, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that subscribe button. And also hit that bell so you can get the notifications on when I drop a video or when I go live. If you are a replay game person, please close the door when you watch the videos. Please close the door. And if you would like to be included in story time, you can send your tips through the super thanks at the bottom of this video with a heart with a dollar sign in it, okay? So thanks in advance. And let me go to everybody that's actually in the live tonight. Hey, family. Did you miss me? Because I missed y'all. Hey, guys. Oh, my God. Let me say hello to everybody individually. Hey again, Lavoya. Hey, hey, Tay-Tay. Hey, Trucker. Are we parked? Are we driving? Let me know where we at. Hey, Lakeisha. Hey, Ryan. Hey, Roxana. Hey, Maddie. Maddie, dang, where you been? Girl, we got your face all on milk cartons and everything, chick. You need to find your way back home. Go on and get in the family. Go and join the family. Everybody that got a great name, go on and join the family. It's $1.99 a month. It ain't gonna come into your lashes money. It ain't gonna come into your black chain. It ain't gonna even bother your baby ice cream truck money, okay? $1.99 a month. Please join the family, Maddie. And welcome back. Hey, J-Bo, girl, you been missing too, bitch. I'm gonna have to go, take your face off shirts because we've been looking for you too, boo-boo. Welcome back. Glad you found your way back home. We keep the light on for you. You already know. Hey, Nino, if you don't answer the phone next time I call you, if you don't reply to a message that I send you, I'm gonna catch a flight. And the next time you see your auntie, it won't be on this live. It'll be on your ass. Do you understand? I hope we got a clear understanding of that. But thank you, Nino. Okay. Hey, Melody. Ain't seen you in a while either, chick. Where you been? Oh, my goodness. Y'all are just falling out of the damn sky. Okay, Melody, go ahead and join the family. $1.99 a month so we can keep tabs on y'all and y'all can stop fucking going missing. Hey, Shay Sick. Yes. Hey, love. Hey, Brown Eyes. Yes. Hey, Step. Yes, what I'm talking about. Y'all come on in. Hey, Suki. Hello, Suki. Hello. Okay. Let's see who else. Hey, Tay-Tay. Thank you, Tay-Tay. I'm going to post that real quick, pin it at the top. Thank you. Hey, Reese with a C. Hey, Reese with a C. Hey, China. Let's see. Hey, Talali. Welcome back, Kiki. Welcome to the family, Kiki. To a T. Yes. Welcome to the family, chick. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all better welcome y'all cousin. Ken to a T. You will be included in the story time look. Yes, you will. You will definitely be a character in the story. Also, you will get a special thank you from me on the community page as well. So thank you for joining the family. Ain't nothing but $1.99. Y'all jump on the train. Okay, Trucker, you parked. Okay, so cool. You can actually watch tonight. So you stay parked, lock your doors because you be so dived into this. You don't pay attention to your surroundings. Lock your doors because we don't need nothing happen to you. I come out there and shoot a bitch in the face. I ain't got time for it. Lock your doors. Because we ain't got time for it. Hey, Marissa, you not in the family either. What is going on? Why y'all ain't in the family? It's $1.99. $1.99. Not a week, not a day, a month. It's not going to bother your lash money. You'll still be able to get your lashes done, your blunts, all that good stuff. Yes. Hey, Ty. I see you made it. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, Marcus, you still in pain? Damn. We gotta get something for that, Marcus. What you need? Let the family know what you need. We'll come over there with some old time remedies to help save your way. What you need? Hey, Sequoia. Yes, you closed the door. Thank you, love. I greatly appreciate you closing the door. Because a lot of your fucking family ain't. 10 of y'all ain't closed the door. And by the time I get to saying hello to everybody, if you ain't closed the damn door, I'm calling you out. Okay? So don't say I didn't warn you. Hey, Reality. Sequoia to my it's Sequoia. I know. Hey, Auntie, I was watching the old video. What's up with the shoes? You still got what shoes? What shoes you talking about? Oh, you talking about my shoes? Let me know what shoes you're talking about, because you know I do have my own brand of shoes that I created a couple years ago that the family didn't get, but I do have my own shoes. If that's what you're talking about, let me know. I have our perks still. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Nino has posted that information for you to join the family. If you can't find a way to join it, it is baller budgetable. Baller budgetable. Yes, kid. We are so happy to have you a part of the family. Y'all better welcome y'all cousin. Y'all better welcome Kid to a T. We've been looking at her ass for almost a year. She want to jump in the family. Now she in the family. Y'all better goddamn. Y'all better speak. Don't be mean. Thank you, China, for letting your cousin know she's welcome. Thank you, Suki. I'm gonna switch my account, so I'll be right back. Okay, Sequoia. I still need that link. Can't find it on your page. Okay, Marissa. Nino just posted it right above your comment. Probably like right above. Look above your comment, and Nino posted the link so you can find it. Not good. That's just not the crew. Okay, let's see. Oh yes, my shoes are still available. They are still available. All you gotta do is go online. You can go online and Google my name, basically. But let me see. Cause yeah, when you Google my name, all this stuff pops up, even my mug shots. But don't buy them. Don't buy them. That was back in the day before I was saved. Don't mind the mug shots, okay? But everything else pulls up. So it's on Alive Shoes, ALIVE shoes. These are my shoes that I have. Yes. So those are my shoes. I bought a pair. I bought those pair. I got those pair myself. So I have my own shoes. But where are the ones that I won my award for? I won an award for my red and black ones. They should be on there. But here is the, the information. So Alive. I don't know if y'all can see that. Alive. I don't know. See, Alive. Alive shoes. So that's where you find them. And yes, you can get your shoes. Okay, Sequoia switch. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. She's like, glad to have my account back. Alrighty, guys. It just took me to your main page. It just took you to my main page, Marissa. Nino, help your cousin. Nino, Tay, Suki, one of y'all help your cousins. Hey, Naomi, you need to join the family. $1.99 a month, chick. Cheaper than lashes. Alrighty, guys. So we're about to get ready to start this story time. Now, while everybody coming out the bathroom, get their food out the microwave, get their drinks and ice out the freezer, I'm going to go ahead and let you know how you can be included in story time. Now, there are 3 ways you can be included in story time. One of the ways you can be included in story time is to join the family. It is baller budgetable. My smallest package is $1.99 a month. So that's a way that you can be included in story time. It's $1.99. Join the family, okay? The second way you can be included in story time is any tip over $10 will automatically get you put in the story time. You can send that through Cash App or YouTube. The Cash App information is pinned at the top. YouTube, go how it normally goes. Now, the third and last way you can be included in story time is to become the biggest tipper. Biggest tipper starts off at $35, and then people go over that and over that and over that. And whoever ends up with the biggest tip at the end of the night ends up in 3 back-to-back story time. That's 1, 2, 3 back-to-back story time. So now y'all know how y'all can be included in story time. If you want to be included in story time, jump on in. I will gladly make you a character in these stories, okay? Let's see, what about the merch? Is that still up? Yes, the merch is still up. So all you have to do is go on the beginning of my YouTube page and click the little link that's at the bottom. Click the little icon. It'll take you straight over to the merch page. Hey, Chastain. I didn't forget to say hi to you, Chastain. I was just waiting. Hey, Chastain. Nah, she don't like you. Shut up, sweetie. Go wash your goddamn hand, little stanky booty ass little girl. Anybody want some Kool-Aid out of the fridge? Auntie, yes, bring me a little glass of Kool-Aid out of the fridge, please, Shay. And we're going to get ready to start this story time. So if you got everything you need, you don't stop to get your tips to get Auntie her tips tonight. Tonight. Yes, and you can hear me good. You ready? Give me a thumbs in the chat. If you're here and you can see me, give thumbs up on the live. So you should be doing 2 thumbs at this time. One in the chat and one on the live. Let me get those 2 thumbs and we can start story time. Little stinky booty ass little girl. I hope you wash your hands too, sweet tea. Be playing in your booty and shit, dog. Want to try to put your hands in people's face. I be telling my stories and shit. Her hand be smell like ass. She be going out in front of people like, shh. Like, you don't put that fucking finger down. I'm drinking a lifesaver. I do it in my hair. I know y'all ready to be tipsy. Girl, I did my hair yesterday. Yep, I did my hair yesterday. I took my hair down, which wasn't, hard. I just pulled the little loops, whatever. Took my hair down, washed it, blow dried it, oiled it, braided, sewed it, and crocheted it. So this is where Auntie is now. I redid mine yesterday. I was not finna walk around looking crazy. I don't wash hands on Thursday. Bitch, you better wash hands on Thursday and ass. Hands and ass. And up on them floppy ass titties, because we all know titty sweat. So I'm pretty sure if you ain't washed your hands and you ain't washed your ass, your titties smell like a gym sock, bitch. You better go do something. Stanky bosom having that little girl. All right, guys, we about to get ready to crank this story time up. Y'all get 2 stories tonight. Y'all get 2 tomorrow. Yes. And again, tonight, our word will be suddenly. Suddenly is your drinking word. So if you hear me say suddenly, you should take a shot. If you're drinking water, drink your water. If you're taking, wine, sip of wine, whatever you need, get it. You know what I'm saying? Because we about to get ready to start this story time. Fake titties don't sweat. At least the cheap ones. Damn, sweet tea, I didn't know you had fake tits, bitch. God damn. You bought them motherfuckers on Amazon? That's what we doing now? We buying titties off Amazon? I'm done. I'm so fucking done. I don't know what to do. All right, guys. We're about to get ready to start our first story. Our first story has Sweet Tea, Funky Titty, and Sweet Tea, Jamaica, and Webster. And I know y'all probably wondering, who the fuck is Webster, Auntie? Well, Webster is one of the people that was included in story time because they shared the links that I posted a couple weeks ago. And I said whoever shared the link will be in story time. Well, that's where Webster come from. You drinking moonshine, sweet tea? Okay, dump your ass in that moonshine. I'm pretty sure you got enough alcohol to clean everything. So then just dump it on the ass, because when you start buying tickets off Amazon, bitch, you need prayer. You need a hug and prayer. Not the eBay discount. God damn, sweet tea. Girl, this is cheap as fuck. Thank you, Nino! And Nino is cranking up biggest tipper off the rip with 50 bones. Nino has already cranked up biggest tipper off the rip with 50 bones, just to let y'all know who the biggest tipper is and who y'all gonna have to go up against. Nino like that last big boss on the game. You gotta go up against the big boss if you want them 3 stories.
Y'all, guess what? So today was my last day of school, but I had to take my final. That's the only reason I came to school today.
Webster is here! Actually, you can call me Q. Q, gotcha, Q.
But in my world history class, I got a 93 on it.
And she's sad because she got a 93.
75.
This is what I go through. She's a perfectionist. And when she can't do perfect, then depression and all that stuff set in. So, baby, if it was in the 90s, it's still an A. And we're fine. She's beating herself up. Me and her dad ain't saying nothing. We actually told her we were proud of her, but she's beating herself up. So, see, that's still good. See? Okay, baby, school is over with, so you can't get no 100. Except the 93, okay? Be happy with the 93, okay? Because you could be 90 standing here with a 60 or 8, but you're not, okay? So don't feel sad, okay? I love you.
I love you
Let
too.
me get some kisses. It's okay, okay? I need a treat tomorrow. American Deli. Mama buy that baby some American Deli. You know you want that 30-ounce peach sweet tea or the peach lemonade
Yo,
with them hot wings and them fries. Mama got that for you, boo. I got it for you, boo, boo. Mama got that for you, boo, boo.
I caught you.
I bet my little family. I want some.
I do too.
I'm gonna get it for you. I promise. We're gonna get you some tomorrow. But you gotta be happy today.
Some honey
You
hot wings.
No, the only way you can get the honey hot wings with the 30-ounce peach lemonade and those crispy fries. You're gonna have to pick your spirits up.
Who said my spirits down?
It looks like your spirits down.
Okay.
So
Look,
you got to pick your
fries
spirits.
covered.
You're gonna have to pick your spirits up, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna need some cheer. I need some happy. Not that kind of cheer. No, not that kind of cheer. I need happy. Be happy, okay? All right. I love you. And I'm gonna get your American Deli, baby girl. I got you, girl. That meal got you, girl. That meal gonna be so good tomorrow. I got you. I got you, bitch. Huh?
I almost told me.
I'll check when I get done the store.
Or it's on intermission.
Okay. Alrighty, guys. Pull my dog to this. Alrighty, guys. So sorry, y'all. But, well, I'm going to need to DoorDash me some. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't mean to make y'all hungry. Damn, Kiki. I'm sorry. But I have to bring her spirits up. I don't want her feeling depressed because she did good, but she's still beating herself up. So I have to pick her spirits up. American Deli do it every time. Alrighty. Sweet Tea's in the building. Q's in the building. Jamaica. Have we seen Jamaica? Is Jamaica in the building? Have we seen her? Jamaica, I want a plate is in the building. All right. So we got perfect attendance on the first story. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, boy. We about to get this shit crunk. You got your drinks ready? You got everything ready? You ready to tip your auntie? Because we about to get it going. Sweet Tea, Q, and Jamaica. I hope you ladies like the story because like they here it goes. So, excuse me. So Sweet Tea and Jamaica are sisters. And when they were little, they lived in a haunted house. A haunted house that their parents never fucking believed in was haunted. And they ended up staying in this house for 6 years. This like drove them bananas, but at the end of the day, they found it to be interesting. So as when they got older, they started to do, research on paranormal type stuff. They collected haunted objects and, did research on the haunted objects, removed them from people that couldn't deal with it. So, they did this type of shit. This is what they did. And, Q was Q was Sweet Tea's daughter. And she was always in everything. She was so nosy. She was always involved in every fucking thing. Now, Sweet Tea and Jamaica worked in the basement. They had their little office in the basement. They kept all their haunted objects in the basement. They kept all that stuff in the basement. And when they would leave, they would lock the door so nobody, go into the basement or whatever. So, of course, Sweet Tea has caught Q numerous amounts of times trying to sneak downstairs into the basement. Now, the last time she caught her trying to sneak downstairs in the basement, she asked her, "What are you doing?" And Q was like, "I want to play with toys that you got downstairs in the basement." Well, Sweet Tea had to explain to Q that those are not toys. Those are not toys for kids, and she's not allowed to play with them. She's not allowed to come downstairs in their office. So she had been told this a numerous amount of times, but of course, she still was trying to get in. So, Sweet Tea let her know, no, you can't go downstairs. Don't touch none of the stuff downstairs. Don't be in the office. Okay, cool. So she tells Q to go on outside and play. So Q goes outside and play. Q come back in the house, and Q has like 2 of her friends with her. So when she comes in the house, she goes upstairs, and her friends come upstairs with her, and they start playing upstairs in Q's room. Now, while she's upstairs playing, Jamaica comes in, and she's like, "Hey, Q, me and your mom got to go make a quick run, and we'll be right back." Q says, "Okay." She said, "Don't open the door for nobody. Don't answer the door for nobody." Q says, "Okay." She said, "I'm telling you, Q, I'm serious. Don't open the door. I don't want you rambling around and nothing. Don't bother nothing." Q's like, "Okay, damn, okay." So Jamaica walks out. Q and her little friends stay on the floor playing with their dolls and everything. Q can hear Sweet Tea and Jamaica leave the house. She heard the car crank up, she heard them pull off and everything. Time they pull out of the driveway, one of Q's friends say, "Can I go to the bathroom?" So Q was like, "Yes, across the hall." So this friend goes on to the bathroom. Q and the second friend is still sitting on the floor playing with the dolls. So while they sitting on the floor playing with the dolls, Q realizes a lot of time has went by and his friend hasn't come back yet. So Q yells out for the friend, but the friend don't respond. So Q gets up and her and the other friend goes out of the room across the hall and knock on the door to check on this friend, but the door opened right up when she knocked on it. And the door opened up and they look in and they don't see the friend in the bathroom. They hear a loud crash. Boom! Scared the shit out of Q and her friend. They both turn around real fast, like, what the hell? So Q starts screaming for this friend, but the friend still wouldn't respond. So they slowly creep down the stairs, looking around, calling for this friend. Friend still ain't saying shit. Q like, what the fuck? So they go on down, they get to the living room, and they looking around, calling for the friend, but the friend still ain't responding. All of a sudden, Q hear her name whispered. Q. Fuck. She looks at the other friend. You heard that? The friend was like, yeah, I heard that. Like, so Q like, stop playing and come on before I get in trouble for us being down here. And the friend don't respond. Q like, hello, stop playing. And the friend still don't respond. Suddenly, shots. Suddenly, shots. They heard the whisper again. Q. That time, Q spins around and she noticed that the basement door is open. Now, this is weird because Q knows every time Jamaica and Sweet Tea leave, they never leave that fucking door unlocked. Never. But the door is open. So this is strange for her. She's like, the fuck, that door ain't supposed to be open. So her and the little friend are creeping over to the basement door, and her name is still being called Q. 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 So her and the friend get over to the basement door. And they pull the basement door open real slow. And they look down and they see the friend standing at the bottom of the stairs. But the friend is like looking into the basement. Like they see the friend from the side angle. The friend is just looking into like the living room. The friend ain't moving, just standing there. And Q's like, hello, you're not supposed to be down here. Get upstairs. Friend don't even respond. Don't move, don't look, just still standing there. And then something happens in the basement that scares the friend so bad to where she's like, ah, and she starts to run up the stairs. As she's running up the stairs and Q and this friend is standing here holding the door like, what the fuck? They hear, hurry up, come upstairs. What the fuck? And they look, and the same friend that is running up these goddamn basement stairs is standing at the top of the goddamn balcony telling them to hurry up and come upstairs. Q and the other friend see this shit. They look down, they look up. This friend is still running up the stairs. This other one is like, hurry up, close the door, hurry up. And they like, what the fuck? They don't know what's going on. So Q just slammed the door. The girl runs up, she's beating on the door, crying, open the door, please open the door. But Q go like, what the fuck? So Q runs upstairs, you know what I'm saying, with the other friend, with this fucking girl, friend too. She runs upstairs, and they run upstairs and hide in the room because they don't know what the fuck going on. They can hear the crying. They can hear this little girl begging and pleading for them to let her out. She's screaming. She's crying. And Q is like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Her and the other friend looking at each other like, bitch, we saw you running in the basement stairs. How the fuck did you... Like, they confused as shit. They don't know how the hell is this girl in two places at once. This is fucking impossible. Like, how is this happening? Q don't understand. She's just sitting in her room, holding her fucking knees, waiting, you know what I'm saying? Because they scared. They don't know what to do. They don't want to open the door because they don't know what the fuck is going on. But this girl is crying and screaming loud as shit. She's banging hard as hell. Like, this little girl sounds scared. Like, really, really fucking scared. But Q them is just like scared too. So they upstairs like, the fuck is going on? Suddenly, Sweet Tea and Jamaica gets back, and they can hear this little girl screaming on the outside of the door. So they're like, what the fuck? They unlock the door and they rush in and they can hear this little girl beating on the fucking door, screaming, crying, help me, open the door, Q, open the door. And they're like, what the fuck is going on? Jamaica now runs over to the goddamn door to try to get the door open, but the door's not opening. So Sweet Tea screams out, Q, bring your ass here. So Q hears that and she's like, oh, thank God, my mama and them here. So her and her other two little friends, they all jump up and they run to the top balcony, balcony at the top of the stairs, and they looking down. And Sweet Tea is like, what the fuck is going on? Who is downstairs? You know you're not supposed to be in that room. And Q is like, I don't know, mama. Me and my friends are up here. I don't know who the hell that is downstairs. Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And Sweet Tea looked down at Jamaica like, the fuck she mean? She don't know. You know what I'm saying? So Sweet Tea like, what the hell is going on? How did this kid get down now? This is one of your little friends locked in this room. And she's like, no, mama, no, it's not. My friends are right here with me. And Jamaica's still trying to get the fucking door open. And while, Q is explaining to Sweet Tea that her friends are there with her, Jamaica finally pops the door open. Bow, the little girl falls out. She got blood all on her hands. She done scratched the door. She done broke nails. Everything trying to get out this fucking, basement. She falls right into Jamaica. Jamaica hit the floor, and the little girl is holding Jamaica so tight. She crying. She's shaking like a leaf on a tree. She's screaming. Jamaica's trying to calm her down. And she's like, what the fuck? So Sweet Tea looked down, and she sees this little girl. And she's like, what the fuck? And she looks back up, and she sees the same little girl up there. She like, Jamaica. And Jamaica looks down at the little girl, and she's like, Sweet Tea, look. And Sweet Tea looked down at the little girl, and she looks back up, and she's like, Q, you and your friend right next to you, y'all come downstairs. And of course, Q like, hell no, I don't know what's going on. And Sweet Tea's trying to be calm. She's like, Q, I need for you and your fucking friend to come downstairs now. And Q was like, no, I'm not coming down there. Me and my friends are staying up here. And she looks over, and the friend that looks like the one that's playing downstairs is like on the balcony like this. And she just got this creepy ass smile on her face, just smiling. And Sweet Tea is looking at this fucking friend, and this friend is just looking at her. This little girl is just looking at her. And she looks at Sweet Tea, and out of her mouth comes this deep ass voice, and she's just like, don't you even fucking think about it. I will snap they necks before you can get to the amulet. That's exactly what it said. So Sweet Tea didn't move. She just stood there. And when Q looks over, this is no longer a little girl standing here no more. This shit is like a full-fledged demon looking shit standing here, scared the shit out of Q and her friend. They jump back like, what the fuck? Sweet Tea yells out, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to do me a favor, Q. And Q was like scared. She ain't even looking at Sweet Tea. She's just staring at this goddamn demon shit in her face. And she's like, Sweet Tea is like, I need you to do me a favor, Q. I need for you and your friend to run. And Q looked down and seen Sweet Tea, and Sweet Tea had this look on her face like she was serious as fuck. She like, run. And they take off fucking running. When they take off running, this little demon thing takes off running behind them. Jamaica snatches the amulet off this little girl that she's holding. The little girl got a necklace on her neck. She snatches the necklace off the little girl's neck. Sweet Tea go running, trying to run up the stairs to get to Q and the other little girl. And Jamaica runs downstairs, and she puts the amulet in a jar of holy water. Now, while she's downstairs about to put this necklace in this jar of holy water, here comes Q and her other little friend running, like doing a Bill 50 coming down the goddamn hallway trying to get down the stairs. And this little demon shit is right behind them. And they are coming down these stairs, and when they get to the bottom of the stairs and the demon is like right behind them, finna get ready to come at them, that shit like, poof! It blew up. It seemed like it blew up, but it was just like ashes to go everywhere, like poof. And ashes went everywhere. And everybody was just like looking like, what the fuck just happened? You know what I'm saying? Like everybody looking around. Q, she all holding on to Sweet Tea with her eye closed. Her little friend holding on to Sweet Tea with her eye closed. Jamaica come running back upstairs looking around. Is it gone? Is it gone? Sweet Tea like, yeah, it's gone. She like, oh my God. Like, what the fuck? The little girl's still on the floor. She's shaking and trembling. She don't know what the fuck to think. All she knows, she been locked downstairs in the basement. She don't know what the fuck going on. So Sweet Tea and Jamaica had to calm them down because everybody was scared and shaking and paranoid, looking around like it's gonna pop back up. So they waited, for the kids to calm down. After everybody calmed down, they had to finally tell Q you know what I'm saying, and her friends what was going on. Because these kids are going, they definitely going home to tell their parents if don't nobody say shit, especially the one that's bleeding over here. So we got to tell these kids what's going on. So they sat them down and they explained to them what their job was and what they do for a living. And they told Q why she couldn't play with none of those toys because shit like that is attached to the stuff that we have in the basement. There are demons, there are witches, there are all type of shit attached to the stuff that we keep in the basement. And this is why we never let you go down there and play with the toys. They look like toys, but they're not toys. She said you can go down there and pick up one of them, and I guarantee whatever the same thing that was just chasing your ass through this house, it'll be something way worse to show up. That's why we don't allow you down now. That's why we lock the door so you don't accidentally go down there and touch nothing. So when they tell the kids that, of course, the kids had questions. So is monsters real? You know, is monsters real? Is witches real? And all that stuff. And you know, of course, they had let them know some things you shouldn't play with. Some things you shouldn't touch. You shouldn't touch other people's stuff because you don't know what can happen. Scared the kids, had to death, but once they calmed down, they explained to these children what they do. You know what I'm saying? Kids was like, okay, you know, they weren't scared anymore. You know, they took them around the house so they could look around and see that the shit was gone and everything. Took them downstairs. Q got a chance to go downstairs finally. Took all the kids downstairs. They showed them what they did with the ambulance. The ambulance was sitting in a glass of water, in like a mason jar of water, but the ambulance was sitting in our water. And she told them that's holy water from the Catholic Church. And I put that, you know, amulet in there to keep that shit away. They said they pretty much got that amulet from an old lady whose husband reached out to them because apparently when his wife found this amulet, she thought it was pretty. She thought it was a crystal and she put it on. And then her husband said he started to see her in two places at once when she shouldn't possibly be able to do that. He was like, she would be, you know, in the bathroom with him, washing his back while he's in the tub, help him out the tub, get him his towel, open the bathroom door. And as he walked out of the bathroom door into the bedroom, his wife is actually there in the fucking bed. He turns around and look back, and the one that was in the bathroom with him just be gone. So he got tired of that happening. It was scaring him. It was scaring his wife. So he reached out and gave it to them, and that's how they ended up with it. So she had to tell the kids that that's what that amulet do, and they are trying to look for a way to permanently get rid of it without hurting anybody or anybody else coming across it and using it. So they told the kids what happened, showed them everything that was going on downstairs. Eventually, after an hour and a half, 2 hours went by, you know, they fixed up the little girl's hands and everything. And after a few hours went by, everybody started to feel comfortable again in the house. And they continued to play in the house until it was time for them to go home. But ever since that day, Q has not went in the basement. She hasn't touched anything in the basement, but she is following in Sweet Tea's footsteps. She is very intrigued by this field of work, and she's following in their footsteps. And now they are allowing her to come down there and help with certain stuff. And yeah, it all worked out good. And these friends, after they left that night, they would come back over and play. They just wouldn't play in the house. They like every time, you know, Q would suggest, let's go in the house and play. They were like, fuck that. We'll play outside. We cool outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't need to play in the house. And them kids never set foot back into Q's house. They still played with Q, but they never set feet back in Q's house. So they was like, that shit was just a little bit too much. Like, we're kids, and that was just a little bit too much for us. So she kept her friends, and they kept it quiet. They never said anything to anybody about what's going on in the house and what her parents do. You know what I'm saying? They never said anything. They kept their promise on keeping that quiet. They just never set foot in that house again, which I don't even fucking blame them. But yeah, they just never set foot in that house again. So that's you guys' first story. This is your brief intermission where you get to go to the bathroom, get you something to drink, retwist your twisties, refill your shot glasses, go over and tip your auntie, and meet me back here in 3 minutes for last story of the night. Hey, Aileen, I see you late. Yes, you late like always. Yes, I need a late slip for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sweet Tea, Jamaica, and Q. I hope you ladies liked your story. So yeah, this is your brief intermission to go over and tip your auntie for these amazing stories. Not even mad at that. Okay, I wouldn't have went back in the house either. But she was a pretty good friend. They loved playing with her. So kids didn't stop playing with her. They just didn't set foot in her fucking house no more. Yes, love. Can you bring me some water, please? I'm out here going dry throat and they can't even tip me, let me know I'm doing a good damn job. You all right, Q? You all right, Q? Well, I'll keep the liquor bottles at, girl, in the liquor cabinet. In the liquor cabinet. Mm. If you haven't thumbs up the live, please thumbs up the live. I greatly appreciate it. I greatly appreciate you guys doing it. Okay. Oh my goodness. Not to look with the demonstration scared the hell out of me. I mean, that child was looking. From what I was told, that child looked just like that over fucking banister, staring at Sweet Tea ass, scowling at Sweet Tea like that motherfucker killed him. And play. Thank you, Chastain. Thank you, love. So moderators only need on Chastain tipped. Remember that. And show up with one story tomorrow. Everybody gonna be like, Auntie, what happened? I'm like, shit, y'all happened. Thank you, Toots. Can you do me a favor? Can you pull my door up? Because I don't want your sound of your TV in my video and then they start going through it. And copyright because we heard Family Guy playing in the background. You okay? There's no need to apologize, beautiful. Nah, that's story. Right. Honey, they stayed. They didn't go nowhere though. So, but it's funny that you say that, because our next story has a little dog play in it. Bam is fine. He run around here in his hoodie. Y'all ain't seen his hoodie. Bam! Bam! Zach, get Bam right quick. Okay, Shay. Thank you for tipping your auntie for these stories. Ain't nobody else really tipping your auntie for these stories. And I work so hard and I listen to people and I be talking to people I don't even know to get these stories. But guess it ain't good enough for fail. Bam, the family want to see you. Hold them up so they can see you. See? He got on his hoodie. Him around here in his hoodie. Say hey to the fam. Him around here in his hoodie.
I taught him something.
Sis taught him how to give her his paw. All the kisses. All the kisses. We're gonna say hello to the family. We're gonna say hello to the family, honey. We're gonna say hello to the family, honey. Oh, honey, gonna say hello to the family. So here you go, Chastain. You looking for somebody? Hey, bam, thugging it. You got a little hood and everything, honey. It's so cute. Where is the wolf? Yeah. See? Got a little hood and everything. Yeah. That's my man's. That's my man's. He got a hood and everything. He a rapper. He been around here rapping favorite song all day. Favorite song all day, Mama Honey. Favorite song all day, Mama Honey. Mama Honey, all the kisses. Okay, Mama gotta finish telling her stories. I'll be in a minute with you, okay? Okay, Mama be in a minute. I'm coming.
You gonna sit under the little table?
Because he know this table. He know this used to be my work desk. He used to sleep up on it when I was at work. Bam. So there you go. Y'all was looking for him. There he is. Yeah, bam. On here with some treats. Okay, go ahead. Y'all go ahead and handle y'all business. When he pull out your gun and shoot somebody, I hope you got an alibi for y'all ass too. All righty, guys, we about to get ready to start the last story of the night. I only got 2 tips tonight, tips. I'm gonna try to get as much tips as I can to get your American deal. I promise. So I got 3. Thank you, Reese. Reese with a C. Now, there you go. I'm hustling up on your American Daily money, babe. I got you. Do I have a hair bow? Can you give me a hair bow out my room? Babe, go with your sister. Y'all guys are ready for the next story? Go ahead and give it those thumbs. Give it those thumbs. Give it those thumbs. The next story has Chastain, PT, and Step Step. Chastain, PT, and Step Step. You ladies' story is about to come up. Go ahead and give it them thumbs. Let me know you're ready. Don't forget to thumbs up the live. This will be the last time to tip your auntie, so rush on over there and do that. Because auntie go spend it on Toots wings. I always let y'all know where the money go to. I don't want nobody to be like, that bitch just over there getting her toes done all the time. No the fuck I don't. No the fuck I don't. I polish my own things. I buy press on nails, so I don't have to pay the motherfucker to do it. I do my own goddamn hair. So I'm here, but I'm in the gym. In the gym closet. Get out the damn closet. You can't work out in the closet. I'm gonna post my workout. Because I do car sit-ups. You know car sit-ups? You know, like you drive all the way back here. But if you gotta reach up for something, that car sit-up, I do car sit-ups. Depending on how old your car is, I do window curls. You know what I'm saying? Like the motherfucker that ain't got the automatic window, you gotta. Yeah, I do those 2 window curls. I'm telling you, it's a whole car workout. It's a whole fucking car workout. I'm telling you, I do window curls. Roll that window up and down, boy. That should give you a muscle. It'll give you a whole muscle, okay? And the sit-ups in the car, if you drive all the way back like that, all you gotta do when you gotta change your blinker, just sit up. That's 13 calories burnt off right there. Right there. That quick. I'm telling you. You can try again.
Because I ain't know I missed this piece of hair.
Okay. See how this gonna go? Okay.
It's not the best, but it's, just to hold you. So you can actually try to do it little.
Okay. That'll work. Shit, I guess we tied up scarves around this motherfucker then, okay? All righty. Well, thank you. All right, guys, we about to start the last story of the night. And Nina, it's a doll story, so don't let your ass pucker, okay? Steps in the building, Chastain's in the building, PT's in the building. God damn, we had perfect attendance 2 nights in a 2 stories in a row. I'm loving this shit, y'all. All right, guys, get your tips ready. The last story of the night is about to start. Are we ready? All righty, guys. So the last story of the night has Chastain, PT, and Step. Ladies, I hope you guys like your story. A lot of y'all might be able to relate to this doll I'm talking about. Yeah, it's a doll story, King. All right. Y'all ready? Here we go. Now, how many of y'all remember home economics? How many people were going to school when they had home economic classes? No, it's not Robert. I ain't fucking with Robert. I don't take no pictures of Robert without asking, none of that shit. And I know about Robert. Thanks to you, Nino. I know about Robert. Now we miss Robert. So y'all remember home economic class when y'all was in school. Do you remember it was a time in home economic class where they gave out babies, the baby dolls that you had to take care of for like 2 weeks to get a grade on it? It came with a little fucking key that the teacher had. She was the only motherfucker that could stop it from crying because she got the key and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all remember them dolls? Oh, you had an egg, some people. Yeah, some people had eggs they had to take care of. If you broke your egg, then you pretty much killed your baby. Your ass got an F. I had one too. My mama hated it too. I had one. So back in the day, for y'all youngest that's on here, back in the day, they used to offer a class called home economics. This is the class that taught you how to sew, cook, take care of kids. That was that class in school. They don't do it no more, but they used to. We learned how to cook, sew, make our own clothes, take care of children, all that shit. So this is the doll that we're talking about. So here we go. Chastain PT had been raising Step Step ever since she was 2 years old. Chastain and PT had been trying to get pregnant, but unfortunately it wasn't turning out good. So they decided to don't they so tired. They do. So they decided to you know, adopt. So they adopted her, and she had been with them since she was 2 years old. So they know, she knows them. They've been around long enough to have the mother, dad, whole little thing going on. So around ninth grade, Step enters high school. And when she get in high school, she get hit with the home economics class. That's one of her classes. Now, she did the class with no problem, but in the middle of the school year, this is when they start to pass out the babies. You gotta keep this baby for a certain amount of time. The baby I'm talking about, y'all, these babies will tell on your ass. Your teacher could click on something in this damn baby, it'll tell you how many times this child cried and nobody paid attention to it, how many times this child pissed and nobody changed the diaper. Like, this shit will fully snitch your ass out. This dog will snitch your ass out. So you had to keep the dog, you had to name the dog, all that shit. And boys were not an exception from these classes. Boys took these classes too. So when it was step time to take this baby doll home, of course, everybody got permission slips and they had to take him home so their parents could sign off if it was okay for them to bring the doll home and that. So Chastain she didn't want Step to do it. Chastain said having that damn doll, that baby, sends the wrong idea. Makes her feel like Step can move a little faster, fuck, have a baby, and feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So Chastain didn't like the shit. But PT came to her and told her, babe, we still trying to have a baby. This would be good practice for her so when we have a baby, she'll know how to take care of the baby. Fine. Chastain say, fine then, okay, cool. So they signed the permission slip and they sent Step back to school. Step get back to school. She turns in her permission slip. And Nino is Step's boyfriend, and he's also taking this class. So when the teacher called Step up, she asked Step to pick a dad for her daughter, for her child. So Step, of course, said Nino. Nino was like, bet. You know what I'm saying? So the teacher called Nino up. They both stood there together. She let them know, this is y'all baby. She handed them the dog. This is y'all baby. What do y'all name y'all baby? They named the baby. What is it, a boy or girl? They told her what it was. Okay, cool. They went back to their seats. Now at the end of class, everybody walking around with their fucking babies, trying to keep. You hear babies crying all over the goddamn school. Everybody trying to calm their babies down. But Step, you know what happened this problem. They baby were quiet as shit. They baby hadn't cried at all. And Step like, oh, this is a positive sign right here. This means I'm going to get some fucking sleep because everybody else baby around here running rampant. One girl, one of her friends was like, bitch, your baby dead. Step like, what? She like, your baby dead. What do you mean my baby dad? She was like, girl, you remember that gothic girl from last year that left in the middle of the school year because something happened? You remember her? And of course, yeah, we remember her. She was like, girl, she had that doll last. She had the doll you got last. And Step like, you lie. She like, look at the doll thigh. And Step lift the dog thigh up, and it had like some little writing on that shit, like a different language type writing on that shit. And she like, see, she had that dog last year. Okay, she like, so the gothic bitch killed the baby, and she turned it back in, and now you ended up with a damn dead baby. You already got a dead ass baby, and she like, girl, no. So she kept walking around with her baby, and probably like third or fourth period, her baby finally cried, so she knew her baby was cool. So it's like, okay, cool, my baby cool. So the baby cried, and like, baby cried, what the baby needed? She's like, I don't fucking know, but all I know is it's alive. It made noise, so it's alive. So Nino decides to walk her home, and they talking about the baby on the way home. So Nino like, how you want to do this? Step like, well, we got to keep the baby, for like 2 weeks. So I'll keep the baby at my house for 1 week, you know what I'm saying, at night and stuff like that. Because during the day, when they're in school, the baby go between both of them. And then Nino like, well, the last week, I'll keep the baby at my house overnight, at nighttime. Okay, cool. So he walks her home, and she comes in the house, and she walks up to Chastain, and Chastain like, so that's my grandbaby. And she like, yeah, mama, this your grandbaby. Here you go. And she gave the baby to Chastain. You can hear the baby making like little coos, making little noises and shit. And Chastain like, baby, look just like your big head ass. What? Mama, leave it alone. Steph still like, can you watch your grandbaby while I go upstairs and change my clothes? So Chastain was like, yeah. So she goes upstairs, Steph still goes upstairs to change her clothes. But Chastain was cooking, so she can hear her grease like getting loud. So she put the baby down on the couch and she went to go check on her food. While she's in there checking on the food, she just hear do 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 do, and steps running down the fucking stairs. She like, Mama. She's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why is you calling me like that? She like, you scared me. And Chastain like, how the hell did I scare you? What are you talking about? She like, I thought you were keeping the baby down here with you. I come out my closet and the baby on the damn bed. Chastain like, what? She like, the baby was on my bed, Mama. Why would you put the baby on my bed? That scared me. You could at least told me you were putting it in there. Chastain like, I didn't put your damn baby on the bed. I put the baby on the couch. Mama, the baby was on the bed. Why you trying to play? Why you trying to scare me? And Chastain like, girl, I ain't trying to scare you. I sat the goddamn baby on the couch. I don't know what you're talking about. So Steph's still like, me and you the only two in the house, Mama. What you saying? The baby walked upstairs and jumped on the bed by herself? Chastain like, all I'm saying is I didn't take the fucking baby upstairs. And she goes back to cooking. Steph was mad, but whatever. She sits on the couch with her baby. She watches TV. Later on, PT comes in the house from work. She walks in the house. She looks over. She sees Steph on the couch with the baby. She like, that my grandbaby? Steph like, yeah, this your grandbaby. She like, yo, that big head ass baby look just like you. Steph like, why y'all keep saying that? She like, girl, that is your little big head ass baby. Because that shit look just like you. And, PT walked on in the goddamn kitchen again. Chastain the kids and, Chastain told the dinner for to be served. Go ahead and sit down. So PT go sit down at the table. Steph come out the living room with her baby. And she like, hell, you act like you don't want to hold your grandbaby. And she puts the dog in PT hand. And PT grabs the dog. When she grabs the dog, she let the dog go. The baby just hit the floor. Boom! The dog started crying. Ah! Ah! And Steph like, why would you do that? Why would you drop her? My teacher gonna be able to see that I dropped my fucking baby. Why would you drop her? And Paula got, like, PT got this old weird ass look on her face, like she looking at her hands and shit. And Steph going up, like, why would you drop her? She like, why the fuck is the baby hot? What? She like, why is the baby hot? She like, the baby's not hot. She said, girl, when you put that baby in my fucking hands, it was scalding hot. That's why I dropped it. What? Chastain like, what are you talking about? The baby, why would it be hot? She like, I don't fucking know. I just walked in the house. She gave me the big head ass baby. It was hot. I'm just telling you. Steph like, do you see me? I'm hugging this baby. It can't be hot. What you talking about? PT like, well, don't even worry about it. The baby look weird in a fucking way. Like, it's creepy. I don't want to touch it. It's creepy. She like, how you gonna be your grandbaby? Like, that ain't my grandbaby. When that bitch can breathe and call me grandma, then we'll discuss it. But right now, I don't like it. It's just fucking creepy. It looks creepy. And it's like one of these dogs when you like lay them down, their eyes closed, you sit them up, their eyes open type dogs. So this shit is just moving at the dinner table while Steph still eating. And PT like, she watching this goddamn dog the whole time, like, looking at Chastain, like, you don't see shit weird with this? You know what I'm saying? So they finish eating, and everybody go to bed. Steph has the dog in bed with her, because that's her baby. PT and Chastain go in their room, get in bed. In the middle of the night, PT is woken up by what sounds like a man singing in their house. So it's like, first she comes out of her sleep and she can hear, and she hear that shit, and it's loud, like this shit is right here in the room with her. So she opens up her eyes and she sits up. When she sits up, the fucking dog is sitting up at the foot of the bed. Now, if you had one of these dogs, you know it's impossible for this fucking dog to just sit up on its own. You know what I'm saying? Because the inside was like cotton and shit. So this dog didn't have no stability. It was just like a fucking dog. But this shit is sitting on the foot of the bed, facing them, like looking right at, fucking eyes open, looking right at PT. PT see this shit. Oh, the fuck? I'm gonna kick this girl ass. She must have brought this goddamn baby in here because it was crying. So PT get up out the bed. She grab the goddamn baby. She goes into step room, put the baby in the bed with step, and she come on back out the room. She get back in the bed. But when she get back in the bed and try to go back to sleep, she has this fucking nightmare about this damn dog. Like, it scares her so bad that she ends up waking up again, maybe like 2 hours later. She wakes up this time, she gets up to go to the bathroom. When she comes out the bathroom, she hears like silverware to draw, like somebody trying to get a spoon or something out to draw over a bunch of damn silverware. You know what I'm saying? So she hear all this click, 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 click. So she, what the fuck? So she's like coming out the bathroom and she peeks in the room and she see Chastain is still asleep. So she goes on downstairs to see who the fuck is in the kitchen. She gets downstairs and in their kitchen is completely dark except for the stove light that's on. The little stove light over the stove is on. So it's light in the kitchen, but it's still dark. So she goes in and she looks in the kitchen and all she sees is step facing the window, the kitchen window. She got the doll in this hand and she got a knife in this hand. It's just on her side. She's standing there like that. PT thought she was tripping. She had to step into the kitchen a little bit to look. And she noticed it's the biggest fucking butcher knife in the house in her hand. And she screams out, Steph, what the fuck is you doing? And Steph's like, and she drops the knife and she just like, and she turned around and she looked at PT and she like, what am I doing down here? How did I get down here? And PT like, bitch, you tell me. I just caught your ass in here. I didn't bring you down here. And she looked around and then she looked down and seen the knife was on the floor. She like, where the knife come from? You had it in your hand. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. She had no memory of coming downstairs. She had no memory of picking this fucking knife up. She even had no memory of standing there. PT don't even know how long she was standing there. She could have been down there the whole fucking time, but never made any noise. The only reason PT went down there because she heard the noise. So it's like, what the fuck? So she tells Step, just go back upstairs to go to bed. So Step, go past her, and she goes back upstairs to go to bed. That morning when Chastain gets up, PT tells Chastain, I don't know what the fuck going on, but something ain't right with Step and that goddamn dog. And Chastain say, well, babe, you was all for this fucking dog situation. What's the problem now? And she like, you know, Step sleepwalking with fucking butcher knives in her hand. And Chastain like, what? She like, yeah, I caught her ass in the kitchen with that crazy ass doll in her fucking hand and a goddamn butcher knife. I don't know what the fuck she was finna do, but when I called her name, she jumped, she dropped the knife. She didn't even know she was down here or how she got down here. So she's telling Chastain all the weird shit she's seen that night, and Chastain is like, babe, you're being dramatic. You just, over-exaggerating. She didn't do all that. And PT is trying to tell her, yes, the fuck she did. So she calls Step down. Step, what was you doing in the kitchen with a knife last night? Step like, I don't know. I thought PT brought me to the kitchen. PT like, bitch, did I not tell your ass last night? I did not bring you here. So nobody knows how the fuck she got downstairs in the kitchen and all that shit. But PT started feeling some type of way about this damn dog. So the next night, when it's time for them to eat dinner and everything, Step puts the dog in a chair at the table with them. And PT is eating and she's staring at this fucking dog. And they having a conversation about how their day went, but PT is just focused on this fucking dog. While they're talking and PT is eating, all of a sudden PT jump up from the table. What the fuck? And everybody's like, what's wrong with you? She like, the goddamn dog moved. The fucking dog just moved. And everybody's like, what? She like, the fucking dog just moved. You didn't see it move. And Chastain like, babe, calm the fuck down. You didn't just see the fucking dog move. It just moved. She like, babe, calm the fuck down. I didn't see the damn dog move. Step's like, stop playing. The fucking dog ain't moving. Yes, it is. No, it's not. All right, cool. That night, PT couldn't sleep. She was worried. She was scared, basically, of this fucking dog. So, that night, she's up watching TV. And her TV's like this. And her door to her room is like right on the side of it. So, if anybody walked through the hallway, she could see that shit like right on the side of the TV. So, she's watching TV. And while she's watching TV, she hears this man's voice again, making all these sounds and shit. So she mutes the TV to listen, and she hears it. It's like this motherfucker saying something in a language she can't understand. It sounds like singing almost, but it's clearly a man's voice, and ain't no man living in this fucking house. So when she hears that, she's like, the fuck, you know what I'm saying? She gets up out of bed. She starts to follow the sound. She goes down the hallway following the sound. She gets to Step room. She listens to the door. She hears the man's voice coming from step room. So she opens the door. And when she opens the door, Step is asleep on her back. She's laying on her back, asleep just like this. The doll is sitting right here. The doll is sitting right here, facing Step. And this shit is talking in this voice, this different fucking language, but it's talking. And PT sees this shit, and she's like, she just backs up. She don't even say that, she just backs up. She turned around, she ran into the room. Chastain, get up, Chastain, get up. Chastain like, what? She like, get the fuck up and come look, come look. So Chastain jumps out of the bed, and she brings Chastain back down the hallway, and they creep back up to Step room again. And she like, look at Step room, and they both peek and look around the corner, and this doll is like, the head is like turning in 360 fucking degrees while it's saying this fucking song or chant or whatever the fuck it's saying. The head is just like going and going, and that shit is right in Step's face, and it's like it's talking to Step, but she's asleep. So it's like she's like in her sleep, she's trying to like get away, turn away from it. But this doll is right on her fucking chest, like Ade, Dewey, Dembella. You know what I'm saying? This bitch is on her chest, all this chucky shit. Her fucking head is spinning at 360 degrees. Chastain sees this shit, and she's like, wait a minute, let me wake the fuck up. And she sees that shit, and when she sees it, she just run in and she grabs the fucking doll. And when she grabs the doll, it's like Step didn't even move. You would have thought she would have moved. She didn't even move. So when Chastain grabs the doll and brings it out where her and PT is, the doll is still talking in this weird ass language with a man's voice. So they reach into the back of the doll and try to take the batteries out the doll, but they couldn't because it's locked. Only the teacher can do that shit. So it's locked. They can't get the batteries out the damn doll, and the doll is like, Ade, Dewey, Dembella, give me the power, I beg of you. Like, this is gonna be some real child play type shit to go down in this house. PT sees this shit. PT get the damn doll, and she grabs that motherfucker by the legs, and she started banging the head of that shit against the wall. Bow, trying to stop the fucking doll from talking. Chastain like, stop, PT, stop. Suddenly, Step sits straight up in her fucking bed like a zombie. That bitch just sitting up. And they like looking at her ass, and she's like just sitting there. She ain't said nothing. She ain't even acknowledged that they over there like beating the sleeves off her fucking baby. She's just staring forward. And you know what I'm saying? Chastain comes in and she's like, babe, are you okay? And she turns her head and she looks at Chastain, and she starts to say word for word what is coming out of this fucking doll's mouth. Like, this is a language nobody in the fucking house know. Ain't nobody ever fucking learned it. You know what I'm saying? The doll didn't have time to teach it to no fucking body. But she is saying exactly what the fucking doll is saying, word for word. She looked over there or nothing, just mumbling the same shit that the doll is saying. PT like, oh, hell no. She beating the doll hard as shit. Bow. Doll would not stop talking. It wouldn't stop. So Chastain like, give me the damn doll. And she takes the doll downstairs and just throw that shit in the living room. She runs back upstairs and she's like, Step, wake up. And Step is still mumbling this shit. Her eyes is open, but it's like she sleeps still. And she's still mumbling this shit. You know what I'm saying? Staring forward. They like, wake up. PT them is slapping her all on the face. Wake up, Step. And while they are over Step trying to wake her up, they hear the man's voice again. And the shit is loud. They turn around. The doll is right in the fucking doorway, just laying on the floor, still, Ade, Dewey, Dembella. Like, who the fuck brought the doll back up here? So this shit scares them because it's like, how the doll get back up here? And I just threw that shit downstairs. They don't know. PT creeping over to the doll. She got a baseball bat. She creeping over to the doll. She like, babe, you know how much these dolls cost? Like, no, I don't. She like, I think I'm about school another. I'm finna beat the shit out of this one. Like, she wasn't even bullshit. And even though that shit was downstairs and came back upstairs, they were still on the same pattern, huh? Step. It's like they didn't miss a word, a phrase, or nothing. They were still on the same, you know what I'm saying, pattern with these fucking words that they were saying. So PT was like, fuck it. She grabbed that bat and she came down on that dog's head like, pow! And when she went, pow! Step J fell back in the bed. You would have thought Step got hit with the bat. She just fell. Like her eyes went closed, her body went limp. She just fell back. You would have thought she got hit with the fucking bat. When she fell back, Chastain was on her. Baby, get up. Get up, baby. Get up. Get up, baby. And finally, Step wakes up like, Mama, my head hurt so bad. Like she was crying. Like, why did my hair hurt so bad? And PT and Chastain looking at each other like, what the fuck? How the fuck did she feel it? Like, that ain't making no fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? It was weirded out by this goddamn dog. Step is crying like big tears. Like her fucking, she said it felt like her brain was about to explode inside her head. She just crying and holding her head tight. Like, it hurt. It hurt. She was screaming and crying and shit. Honey. PT grabbed the dog. She took the dog outside, put that shit in the trunk of her car, and left it out there. And they came back in, they checked on Step and everything, and you know, her head was still hurting bad. They took her to the ER because she was crying. She wouldn't stop crying. She was screaming that her shit was hurting so bad. And they took her in there and they took x-rays and they said it looked like she had a concussion. And they asked her, like, did you fall? Did you hit something? And she's like, no, I just woke up with this badass fucking headache. Of course, Chastain and PT looking at each other like, that is fucking impossible. That is fucking impossible. That's impossible. She got a fucking concussion. Like, ain't nothing happened to her. They're like, well, from what we can see on the x-ray, it looks like she has a fucking concussion. Scared the shit out of them. They like, this shit been around her too long. Some type of way this shit has meshed with her. Now she feels what this shit feels. We're not gonna keep playing with Chucky. We ain't finna keep playing with Chucky. So they took her into the hospital. The doctor, you know, did the x-rays, gave her something for the headache, you know what I'm saying, and sent them home. That morning, didn't nobody really go to sleep. Everybody was up. And that morning, PT and Chastain took Step to school with the fucking dog in the trunk. They get to the school. They go in there and they explain to the teacher they don't want her to have a fucking dog no more. She's not allowed to have the dog no more. You guys gonna have to take the dog back. They asked Step who was the daddy. She said Nino was the daddy. You said in order for you to get a good grade on this shit, and you talking about you can't take the baby no more, Nino gonna have to take the baby for the remainder of the time and take care of the fucking baby, and hopefully y'all can get a good grade. If the dog don't read, y'all did some fucked up shit to it. But Paul and I already played goddamn pinata with the dog. The teacher just don't do it yet. You know what I'm saying? So they called Nino and they let Nino, ask Nino would he be willing to take the dog in, take the baby in. And Nino was like, yeah, I need a good grade. So yeah. So they tell PT to go outside and get the fucking dog. She goes outside, she opens the trunk, and the dog is gone. Nobody went in the trunk since PT put the dog in the trunk. The dog was gone. She opened the trunk, she flipped that trunk upside down. The dog was gone. She asked Step, move the dog. Step, like, I never touched the dog. She asked Chastain, did you touch the dog? Chastain said she ain't never touched the dog. Everybody in school like, well, dog, those dogs cost a lot of money, and if you can't, produce the dog, we're gonna have to charge y'all for the damn dog. So they was like, it must be at the house. We'll go to the house and try to get it. So they was like, okay, cool. Step stayed on in school. Chastain and PT went to the house, tore the fucking house up looking for the dog. Couldn't find the dog. While they are looking for the dog, don't get the praising just yet, Nino. While they are looking for the dog, Step calls them. She said, y'all can stop looking for the dog. We found it. Y'all found it. Where was it? It was in Nino's locker. What? How did you? And she like, I don't know, mama. Nino said, I seen Nino coming down the hallway and he had the damn dog in his hand. He said he thought, maybe the teacher or somebody put it in there, but he had the dog. She like, are you sure that's the one you had? And she like, I looked at the thigh of the dog and it got that funny looking writing on that shit. So yeah, I'm sure that's the dog. PT like, impossible. I never took the dog out the fucking trunk. I never took the dog out the fucking trunk. Like, how the fuck did it get in his locker? And I never took the dog out. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know how, but he got the dog. You know what I'm saying? So she had the dog while they was in school, but she gave it to Nino to take home at night. And that's what he did. So yeah, maybe like a couple of days after Nino had the dog, took the dog home and shit. Nino didn't come to school. Second day he didn't come to school. The first day he took the dog home and came back to school, he looked extremely tired. He like he hadn't had no fucking sleep. But he didn't really want to talk to nobody. He just like, I'm tired. And everybody was like, okay, they just brushed it up to him being tired. Okay. Second day, Nino didn't come to school. So of course, by Nino having the baby, Step has to have something to do with the damn baby, or else she'll get a bad grade. She decided after school she's gonna go over to Nino's house and check on Nino. She gets there and she knocks on the door, and Nino's parents, his mom, comes to the door. And she looks weird. You know what I'm saying? And of course, that's stuff like, hey, Miss Nino, mama, is Nino here? And she's like, yeah, what's your name? And she told her, I'm Nino's girlfriend. Step. And she was like, oh, I heard a lot about you, but you had never came over, so I never knew what you looked like. But so you the little girl that Nino's supposed to be sharing this baby with, right? And she was like, yeah. She was like, can you come in? Can I talk to you right quick? Sure. So she comes into the house. And mom, like, you want something to drink? And she was like, I'll take something to drink. And the lady, brought her something to drink. But when she sat it on the table, you could see her hands was like shaking. You know what I'm saying? She sat it on the table. And Steph like, are you okay? She's like, I don't know. I just need to ask you a couple questions. Is that okay? And she was like, yeah. She's like, I just, she said, did you ever take the dog to your house? And Steph said, yeah. She said, this may seem like a strange question. And if it does, then I'll just leave it alone. But has the dog ever moved? Steph sat back and looked at Nino mama, and she was like, what do you mean move? She was like, because ever since Nino brought the baby home, it's been moving. So like, what you mean it's been moving? She like, Nino will sit it in one place, we will find it in a different place. At night, he will put it in his room, we'll find it somewhere else in the morning. Like, did it move? Because Nino is swearing he ain't did it. And I know I didn't do it, but the damn dog keeps moving. Steph was like, my mom said she saw it move one time. I never saw it move, but my mom said she saw it move one time. So Nino mom was like, can I talk to your mom? Can you call her over here so I can talk to her? So she called PT and she was like, Mom, Nino mom want to talk to you. And PT like, about what? She was like, about the dog. And PT like, what about the dog? She just want to ask you some questions about the dog. Can you come over? And PT was like, Nino got the dog? She was like, yeah. She's like, Nino at home? Yeah. No, I'm not coming over. Put her on the phone so I can talk to her on the phone. Okay. So she gave her the phone and the mom just walks off, talking on the phone to PT. So while she's doing that, of course, Steph's like, let me go check on Nino. So she goes to Nino's room, walking down the hallway in Nino's room. And as she gets close to Nino's room, she hears like a man talking in Nino's room. But she can't understand what's being said. It's muffled. She can hear somebody's talking, but it's muffled. So she just, knocks on the door. Nobody saying nothing. So she turns it up and she goes in. When she goes in, she sees Nino standing in the window with the doll in his hand and a knife. And this doll is Ade Dewey Dembella, give me the power. Like he's standing there with the doll, and this doll is talking in his ear. Like he got this shit like held up this high, and it's just talking in his ear. And he got the knife in this hand like this high. And she's like, Nino, what are you doing? And she runs over and she slapped the knife out of Nino's hand. When she slapped the knife out of Nino's hand, the doll head spun around and looked at her. And she like, what the fuck? She jumped back and the dog started talking louder in this fucking voice, like really, really loud. So loud that the shit in Nino's room started to vibrate, started to shake. His mirror started to shake off the wall. This shit is loud as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, what the fuck is going on? She like, Nino, put the dog down. And Nino just like, I can't. Like, I can't. She like, let the fucking dog go and put it down. And Nino just like, I can't let it go. He just kept saying he couldn't when it was just this simple. And that bitch would have hit the floor. But he's like, I can't let it go. Like, I really can't let it go. You know what I'm saying? So she runs downstairs and she's like, I need your help. Nino needs your help. And, of course, the mom, her mouth is like wide fucking open. She's like listening to what PT is saying. And she's like, something's wrong with Nino. Come upstairs. And the mom like, oh my God. And she dropped the phone. She runs upstairs and Nino has his window open now. And now he's sitting on the outside of the fucking window sill, like on the top floor of the fucking house. He's just sitting out with his fucking legs out. He's still got this goddamn doll in his hand. And the mama and Step see this shit when they walk into the room. So it's like, Nino, baby, please, Nino, just come back in. And he is crying. They can't see his face. All they see is his back, but he is crying. You can hear it in his voice. He's just like, I can't. Oh, Lord, I can't, Mama, I can't. And she like, Nino, just turn around, come back into the room. And he like, it won't let me, Mama, I can't. Like, he crying. And Step is like slowly creeping over to him. He didn't even look back. He was just like, stop right now, Step, stop. It says it's gonna hurt you if you keep moving. He didn't even look back, but he knew Step was fucking moving towards him. So he like, stop, it's gonna hurt you, stop. So she just froze in her fucking steps where she was. And then her mom is like, baby, just like turn around and look at me. Just look at me, Nino. And he was like, I can't, she won't let me. And she's, baby, Nino, please, Nino, just turn around. By this time, some of the neighbors from across the street can see Nino is in this fucking window looking like he about to jump from the damn third story. So neighbors are coming over, you know what I'm saying, rushing over like, what's going on? Go back in the house. Get out the window. Go back in the house. And Nino's just crying like, I can't. She won't let me. And his mom was like, baby, please, just turn around and come back in. And, he just jumps straight out the fucking window. Step, drop to her knees, screaming. His mama runs over to the window. Nigga! He lands, but the neighbors that were down there pretty much broke his fall. You know what I'm saying? All the folk that were standing on his window, it's not like they had something to catch him with. Everybody was trying to tell him to go back in, but he jumped. When he jumped, the men that was at the bottom, all they could do was like try to put their arms together to try to catch him. You know what I'm saying? When he come down so he don't hit the fucking ground. They broke Nino fall. He took like 3 men down with him when he came down, but they broke Nino fall. And when Nino hit the ground, he got down and he was just laying there, eyes wide open. He wasn't saying shit. He just stared at his mama. She just takes off. She runs out of Nino's room, down the stairs, step, running down the stairs behind her. They run out. They run over to Nino. Nino is just like, he's like in a trance. He's just staring up at the fucking sky. He ain't saying nothing. He's just staring up at the sky. His mama run over there. She's like, Nino, please, baby. Nino, wake up. And it's like, finally, he's like, huh? What's going on? He hollering at his leg and shit hurt. Like, what's going on, mama? Like, what the fuck happened? Like, what happened? And she like, you jumped. And he like, I jumped. She like, you jumped. Like, you jumped out of your window. And he looks so like, what the fuck? Why would I jump? And she like, I don't know. You said she wouldn't let you. And he like, who? She like, I guess the damn dog. And he like, he looking around and where's the dog? Everybody looking around. Where's the dog? Where's the dog? Step. All the neighbors. Where's the dog? Where's the dog? Dog was gone. Dog was gone. Nino didn't do nothing to really sprain his ankle, so it wasn't too much. You know what I'm saying? His mom took him to the doctor. They put him on some crutches or whatever. But his mom, in turn, came up to the school with the same story that Step, no mama, no came up to the school with. And the teacher's like, this is not making no sense. Okay, Nino, where's the dog? He like, I don't fucking know. I haven't seen it since what happened. And, the teacher was like, y'all have to pay us for the dog. We need the money for the dog. Nino like, I don't give a fuck. I don't even want the goddamn dog no more. So, mom was like, how much is the dog then? And the teacher goes over to the closet to open the closet door to get a little book that that came with the dog. They ordered the dog, see the price on that shit. And she opens the fucking closet and the dog is right there in her cabinet. She's sitting laying against the other fucking dog. Scared the shit out of the teacher. Oh my God, where did the dog come from? Nino and Step saw that shit. Nino grabbed them crutches. He started going backwards. Yeah, that's my cue. Get the fuck on about this room. Step like, yeah, we finna go. Because we didn't bring that goddamn dog in here. Like, the teacher looked mind-boggling. Like, they give me the dog? She couldn't figure out where the fuck the dog came from. Mama already knew the dog was pulling fucking disappearing acts and reappearing acts, so she didn't give a fuck. She like, well, you got the dog. Don't nobody got to pay shit. Thank you. Have a good day. And she left. She told him, couldn't do the goddamn experiment no more. Step couldn't do the experiment no more. So the teacher was like, based off, the time that they had the dog, she gonna judge them. She gonna grade them based on what they did the little time they had the dog. Needless to say, both of them got a 13 in her class. Because it was like worth 50% of your grade. Needless to say, both of them got 13 in her class. When PT saw that shit, they asked us, what the fuck? How did you get a 13? She like, Mama, I don't know. Maybe it's because we gave up on the dog. I don't know. Man, Mama seen that shit. They were mad as fuck. They go up to the school to ask the teacher, why the fuck our kids get 13? This bitch was like, so I ran the report on y'all baby. She said they failed because your baby had a crushed skull. She said they baby had a crushed skull. 8 of his ribs was broken. Fucking knee popped out of place. Shoulder out of place. Like, said the fucking dog pretty much died, if y'all care. Like, the dog had skull fractures, all kind of shit when they ran the report. The dog had skull fractures, 8 of the ribs was broken, fucking leg and shoulder popped out of place. She was like, yeah, I ran the report. That was some serious child abuse. She said, so, I did anything short of calling the police on their ass, and I gave them motherfucking F because they beat the damn dog up. Well, we trying to tell you that bitch was moving around the house without permission. She wasn't paying no rent. She was just eating for food, getting up in the middle of the night, shit in the toilet, not flushing. What was we supposed to do with the badass goddamn dog? The lady was like, it don't matter what happened. I'm just telling you based off what the report said, which is this goddamn dog got a fractured skull in like 8 places, 8 broken ribs, a shoulder, and a thigh bone pulled out of place. Yeah, y'all failed the shit out of this. Y'all failed the fuck out of this. They failed the fuck out of that. Fuck up part about it was Nino was a senior. So Nino needed that grade to graduate. But he ended up going to summer school just to make up that little piece of grade. He had to go to summer school for that one little fucking grade to bring that grade up so he could goddamn walk the next following year. He failed. You know what I'm saying? That shit brought his grade down bad. So he failed that shit. So yeah, Nino ended up having to go to summer school, just to make up the credit for that shit. And then they finally let him, graduate. But yeah, the dog, after that situation happened, I think some weird shit started. They think some weird shit started to happen with the teachers and the dog, because by that next following year, there was no more dogs to take home that assignment was no longer a part of the curriculum. So all the dogs, they got rid of all of the dogs that they had at the school. They got rid of the motherfuckers. I don't know why. I don't know if the dog that Nino them had was just the shit starter, the instigator. She was around there running shit. They had all the other dogs around there talking shit to the teachers. I don't know. All I know is by the next following fucking year, there were no more assignments with them baby dogs. That shit was cut out completely. That shit was gone. Hey, we bringing all my babies up in here. That shit was gone. The teacher was just like, they wasn't doing it no more. When asked, they were like, a lot of parents complained that it was preparing the girls to be mothers too soon. So they decided to take it out. I don't think that's why. But I mean, if that's the story they want to come up with, but I don't think that's why. I'm thinking this teacher was a little mind-boggling when she seen the fucking dog in her closet the first time. And ain't no tell her how many times that dog did that shit. You know what I'm saying? To that teacher, for her to be like, you know what? Throw all these goddamn baby dogs in the trash. Throw every last one of them in the trash. We don't want to ever see them again. You call defects, tell the state, pick the motherfuckers up. We don't want them. So by that next following year, it was no more. They still had home economics classes, but the dog was no longer a part of the curriculum. They were still cooking. They were still sewing. But the dog was no longer a part of the class. They made the new project was you had to sew a pair of pants. You had to make a pair of pants yourself. You had to go buy the material, sew it together yourself, and that was 50% of your grade, and not the baby doll shit no more. You had to make an actual pair of pants and turn that in for your 50% of your grade, and they took that baby shit out altogether. Funny part about that shit is with my school, we only had like that baby shit a couple years, and then they took home economics altogether. They took a whole fucking class out. It was so many people looking forward to home economics. That was the best fucking class to be in, especially when lunch was bullshit and we could go ahead and cook us up some shit. Everybody wanted to hit on home economics. It was like the easiest fucking class to get an A in. Everybody wanted that shit, but they cut that shit out. After we had our baby dolls that year, that next following year, that shit was gone. Home economics was no longer class in my school, and then it just started to dwindle down. I started asking other friends, they took this shit out of our school too, and then all of a sudden, nobody had home economics as a class anymore. Which I think they should have caught. They should have kept it, because I'm sick and tired of lashes putting my cornflakes in the oven thinking they supposed to be fucking cooked. That class would have really helped a lot of these goddamn girls out here, and boys cook. I'm tired of the burnt ass fucking toast that you call yourself the chef of. I'm tired of that burnt ass toast. I should not have to get a fucking spoon out of the drawer to scrape all this black burnt shit off your perfect toast. So yeah, I hate that they took that fucking class out of school. Yeah, for some people it turned into early childhood development, but a lot of people don't have that. Like, you probably won't even see early development classes are no longer in high school in Georgia. It's not. You might take that shit as a college course. No, they don't do that shit here. Like, we ain't teaching these bitches to cook, fuck, twerk, nothing. Nothing. They ain't teaching their ass to do shit. That's why you got so many starving ass kids out here in the street, because none of these motherfuckers know how to save themselves. We was taught how to save ourselves. They taught us how to cook, taught us how to clean, taught us how to make our own fucking clothes and bedding if we needed to. You had a whole fucking key around your neck at 5 years old to let yourself in the goddamn house. We did a lot when we was little. A lot. We took care of our fucking selves pretty much. But they took all that shit out, and I feel like so many kids could have really benefited from that fucking class. Like, really benefited from that class, because the food that come out of some of these people's houses, baby, and it's just so embarrassing to meet an older woman that's probably like late 30s, early 40s, and this bitch can't cook. That's so embarrassing. Like, if all you can do is boil hot dog, bitch, just keep some hot dogs in your motherfucking refrigerator and save your life, okay? Because they ain't teaching that shit no more. All right, let me see. Did I get any more tips?
Y'all know how I feel right now.
Thank you, Step.
I feel like that TikTok where it's like, I done sent the baby outside to go to school. The pollen done beat the baby up. And it's like, and it made me cry. Y'all, leave this. This don't make no sense.
She better not crying about the story. Girl, it was a doll. It was a doll. It wasn't a real baby.
You know what I'm saying? The pollen, the dust.
Oh, it's kicking your ass too, yeah. All righty, guys. That was the last story of the night. Did you guys like it? Because, boy. Beat the fucking baby. I hope you guys have liked. Let's see, turn them names back real quick. Okay, so it was you, Nino, Chastain, Reese, and Step. That's it. That's all the tips I got for these great fucking stories. I swear I'm appreciated. I thought I was just tripping, but I feel like I'm not being appreciated. They don't understand how many hot breath ass people I talk to get these fucking stories to them. I have to watch my eyelashes and my nose hairs curl when these hot ass breath people start telling me their stories with all these H words. Hi, auntie. How about like, oh my fucking God. And I go through all of that for y'all. I go through all of that like.
Not only that, you got me focused like, and then I went to the bathroom, and then I took 4 steps, and then I heard a creak, and then
Hey, Tasha, I didn't even see you came in. Hey, Tasha. Yes, boo-boo, you late. You know story time started at 7:30. It's 9 o'clock. Yes.
You
You are late, Tasha. Why, Tasha? Why? Yes, that was the last story. And those was all the tips I got. I'm working so hard too. I know. I was just working so hard. It's like it's like making that bad bitch prom dress, but you don't get no credit.
You know what
You know what I'm talking about? The girls that be going, they be eating, and they don't even be like, "Thank you, bitch, she did it." That's how I be feeling sometimes.
I work like a dog, day and night.
Blood, sweat, and tears. All right, guys. I love you guys.
Cash out that none of you want to touch.
Okay. To get the cash out that nobody want to fucking touch. You're so simple. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for joining me for story time. Tomorrow's the weekend. It's coming in. Tomorrow's the weekend. So stop and get your aunties a tip. But yeah, you can, because y'all didn't do me right. But I still love y'all. I love y'all even though y'all don't show me love all the time. But it's okay. It's okay. Because I love y'all. D.O.P. holding it down. But anyway, guys, I love you guys. Thank y'all so much for joining me for story time. I greatly appreciate it. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 7:30 Eastern. And y'all know my motto: stay safe, social distance, and don't slap the sleeves off a bitch unless she earns it. Or unless it's a fucking dog. Slap the whole eyeball out that bitch. Don't even give her time, okay? So I love you guys, and I will see you great people tomorrow. Auntie out. I love you too, Marcus. Auntie out. Mic drop. Mic drop. All righty. Y'all.